We are a planet fueled by fast food. From bustling cities to quiet suburbs, the golden arches and neon signs are everywhere, lighting up our nights and calling us in with the promise of a quick, tasty meal. Every day, millions of us pull up to a drive-thru, order a burger, fries, maybe a donut, and drive off with a warm paper bag, rarely thinking about what's inside. It's a ritual, a habit woven into our daily lives, whether we're rushing to work, heading home after a long day, or just craving something salty and sweet. It's quick, convenient, and always the same. No matter where you are, you know exactly what you'll get. The same taste, the same texture, the same comforting familiarity. But have you ever wondered what's really behind that counter? What's the real story behind the food that appears in your hands in just a few minutes? How did that perfect bun, those golden fries, and that glazed donut come to be? They look simple, but their journey is anything but. The story of your lunch doesn't start in the kitchen, it starts months, even a year, earlier. It begins in vast fields where wheat and potatoes grow, and in industrial bakeries where recipes are tested and perfected. It unfolds in massive factories, sprawling farms, and high-tech labs. Scientists and engineers work behind the scenes, tweaking formulas and processes to ensure every bite is just right. The fast food industry has mastered delivering the same taste and texture everywhere, every day. This consistency is no accident. It's the result of relentless innovation and precision. This isn't magic. It's a global ballet of production and logistics. Ingredients and finished products travel thousands of miles, crossing borders and continents, all to arrive at your local restaurant just in time. Think about the scale. Billions of burgers, trillions of fries, mountains of donuts. The numbers are almost unimaginable, yet the system runs like clockwork. You can't make that happen with cooks in every restaurant making things from scratch. The secret is centralization and automation. Instead, key ingredients are made in enormous facilities, frozen and shipped worldwide. These factories operate around the clock, churning out food that's ready to be finished at a moment's notice. The cooking in the restaurant is often just reheating or assembling. The real work, the mixing, baking, frying, happen long before you placed your order. So let's pull back the curtain and uncover the secret life of our favorite fast food. We'll follow a donut from dough to glaze, trace a French fry from soil to fryer, watching as it transforms from a humble potato into a crispy golden treat, and dissect the science behind that soft burger bun, how it's engineered for the perfect bite every single time. By the end, you might look at that paper bag a little differently. You'll see not just a meal, but the result of a vast, intricate system designed to deliver comfort and consistency at lightning speed. What you're eating isn't just food, it's a marvel of modern industrial engineering, a testament to human ingenuity and our endless appetite for convenience. Once, donuts were a local treat, found only in small neighborhood bakeries. These shops were often family-run, with recipes passed down through generations, and every morning, the smell of fresh dough would fill the air, drawing in regulars and newcomers alike. Made fresh by bakers before dawn, each batch was a labor of love, requiring hours of preparation and skillful hands. The process started long before sunrise, with bakers mixing, kneading, and shaping dough in the quiet stillness of the early morning. Each donut was unique, a product of human hands and small batch craft. No two were exactly alike, some a little bigger, some a little crispier, all with their own character and charm. Then came the chains, Dunkin', Krispy Kreme, revolutionizing donuts with the franchise model. Suddenly, donuts weren't just a local specialty, they became a national obsession, available on every corner. The goal? The same donut, everywhere, every time. Consistency became king, and the charm of handmade variety gave way to the promise of identical taste and appearance, no matter where you bought them. To achieve this, the process moved out of the shop and into massive factories. These industrial bakeries could produce thousands of donuts an hour, far beyond the capacity of any local shop. Today, most chain donuts aren't made in-store or even in the same city. Instead, they're produced in centralized locations, then shipped far and wide. They start in regional factories, more like manufacturing plants than kitchens, where automation and efficiency rule the day. Giant mixers blend flour, sugar, fats, and additives into uniform dough, ensuring every batch meets strict quality standards. Machines roll, cut, and proof the dough, then pre-fry it in hot oil. This mechanized process guarantees speed and uniformity, with little room for error. After a quick fry, donuts are flash frozen to preserve texture. This step locks in freshness, allowing donuts to travel long distances without losing quality. This rapid freezing prevents ice crystals and keeps the donut perfect. So when it's reheated, it tastes almost as fresh as the day it was made. Frozen donuts are boxed and shipped on refrigerated trucks to stores across the country, ready to be finished and served at a moment's notice. What you buy tomorrow was made weeks ago, engineered for consistency and shelf life, not for spontaneity or surprise. The local bakery experience has been replaced by industrial precision, a global box of donuts identical from city to city but missing a bit of that old handmade magic. Inside the donut factory, food science takes center stage. The dough isn't just flour and yeast, it's a blend of emulsifiers and conditioners for perfect texture and machine handling. Conveyor belts move dough through rollers and cutters, stamping out flawless rings. Nothing is wasted, even donut holes are repurposed. Raw donuts enter proofing chambers, rising in computer-controlled humidity. Then, a temperature-controlled fryer partially cooks them, setting the crust. Timing is everything. Too little or too much, and the donut fails. After frying, donuts cool and enter a blast freezer at -40 degrees. This locks in freshness for weeks. Once frozen, they're glazed, packaged, and shipped. The donut you eat is a preserved artifact of industrial food science. Every bite is engineered for taste, texture, and shelf life. Now let's talk about the French fry, the most engineered sidekick in fast food. It starts with a specific potato, like the russet Burbank, chosen for size and low sugar. Potatoes are stored in climate-controlled sheds to convert sugars to starch, ensuring the perfect golden color. Once ready, they're trucked to processing plants. High-pressure steam blasts off the skins, far faster than peeling. Potatoes tumble through water channels to the cutting room. Hydro cutters slice them into perfect sticks at 60 miles per hour. The process is so precise it avoids bruising. Fries are sorted by size. Imperfect pieces are repurposed for other products. Nothing is wasted in this system. The journey from field to fry is a masterclass in industrial efficiency. The perfect fry is made, not born. Every step is about control and consistency. After cutting, fries are still just raw sticks. First, they're blanched in hot water, removing excess sugars and deactivating enzymes. This step ensures a fluffy interior and prevents discoloration. Next, fries are dipped in a solution, often with dextrose for color and sodium acid pyrophosphate to keep them golden. Then comes the first fry, a quick trip through hot oil to create a crispy seal. This locks in moisture and sets up the fry for its final restaurant cook. The two-step frying process is the secret to that perfect texture. After frying, fries are flash frozen in minutes, preserving their structure. Automated scales weigh and package them for shipping. By the time you order, your fries have been harvested, processed, and frozen weeks before. The final dip in the restaurant fryer just wakes them up. Fast food fries are a product of science, not just potatoes and oil. Every bite is engineered for crunch and flavor. The burger bun is the unsung hero, soft, strong, and always perfect. It starts with specialized flour and a cocktail of additives for structure and shelf life. Emulsifiers like datum create a soft crumb and dough that machines can handle. Dough is mixed, divided, and proofed with machine precision. Each ball is identical in weight and size. Proofer ovens control temperature and humidity to the decimal. Buns are stamped for shape, sesame seeds are applied by machine. Baking happens in tunnel ovens with precise temperature zones. Sensors monitor every step, ensuring identical buns everywhere. After baking, buns are cooled, sliced, and packaged, never touched by human hands. The result, a bun that stays fresh for days and holds up to any burger. Industrial baking science at its finest. Chocolate's journey begins deep in the lush, humid tropics where cacao trees thrive under the canopy. These remarkable trees produce colorful pods, each one packed with dozens of precious cacao beans, the very foundation of all chocolate. Harvesting is a careful manual process. Skilled workers use machetes to cut the ripe pods from the trees, then split them open to reveal the beans and sweet white pulp inside. The beans and pulp are scooped out and heaped together, then covered with banana leaves to begin fermentation. Fermentation is absolutely crucial. It's here that the beans develop the complex flavors and aromas we crave in chocolate. Over several days, natural yeasts and bacteria transform the beans, reducing bitterness and building depth. After 5 to 7 days, the fermented beans are spread out in the sun to dry. Workers regularly rake the beans to ensure even drying and to prevent mold from forming, which could ruin the batch. Proper drying is essential. It locks in flavor and preserves the beans for their long journey ahead. Each bean is carefully inspected before being bagged for shipping. Once dried and sorted, the beans are packed into sacks and shipped across continents to chocolate processing plants around the world. Not every bean makes the cut. Many are lost to poor fermentation, improper drying, or spoilage along the way, ensuring only the best beans continue the journey. At the factory, the beans are thoroughly cleaned and then roasted. Roasting is where the magic happens, unlocking the rich aroma and deepening the flavor of the cacao. Roasting also loosens the tough outer shell, which is removed by a process called winnowing. This leaves behind the valuable cacao nibs. The nibs are then ground into a thick, dark paste known as chocolate liquor. Despite its name, this paste contains no alcohol, just pure, concentrated chocolate flavor. For cocoa powder, most of the rich cocoa butter is pressed out. For chocolate bars, sugar, milk, and sometimes extra cocoa butter are blended in, creating a variety of flavors and textures. The mixture is then refined and conched for hours, sometimes days, to create the smooth, velvety texture and glossy finish that chocolate lovers adore. Finally, the finished chocolate is molded, packaged, and shipped out to become everything from creamy shakes to decadent cookies and countless other treats. From the tropical farm to the high-tech factory, every step in the chocolate-making process is carefully engineered to deliver the perfect balance of flavor, texture, and consistency in every bite. At the factory, dried cocoa beans are cleaned, roasted, and winnowed to extract the nibs. Nibs are ground into chocolate liquor, the base for all chocolate products. For cocoa powder, the liquor is pressed to remove fat. For chocolate, sugar and milk are added. Refining grinds particles to a microscopic size, creating smoothness. Conching mixes and aerates, developing flavor and mouthfeel. Industrial chocolate is sold in liquid or solid form to food manufacturers. This chocolate becomes the syrup in your shake or the coating on your donut. Every step is about control, flavor, texture, and shelf life. The scale is massive, the process precise. What started as a tropical bean ends as a fast food treat. The journey is long, but the result is always the same. Consistency is the ultimate goal. We've traced the journey from field to fryer, bakery, and chocolate factory. The food in your paper bag is the result of a complex scientific process. Words like fresh and homemade mean something different in fast food. A fresh donut may have been frozen for weeks. A fresh burger is assembled from pre-made parts. This isn't sinister, it's a solution to feeding millions quickly and safely. Additives, freezing, and centralized production make fast food possible. The engineering behind every bite is remarkable. What seems simple is actually a marvel of logistics and food science. Understanding this empowers us to make informed choices. Next time you unwrap a burger or dip a fry, consider its journey. The real question, do we value speed and consistency or something else? The answer is up to us.